To celebrate 40 years, they've rebuilt an icon, and they didn't even need to find a Quintesson to do it. That's right, today I'm sharing my 5 Prime opinions on the recently released C-02 Missing Link Optimus Prime. Let me know in the comments if you're adding Missing Link Optimus Prime to your collection. Number 1. Let's kick things off by covering the main feature of Missing Link Optimus Prime, the Articulation. In case you didn't know, the main selling point of Missing Link Optimus Prime is it's supposed to resemble the G1 release, but with some of the articulation we've come to expect from modern Transformers. Suffice to say, Takara has packed this toy with a lot of articulation. Optimus Prime's head now has a swivel, so we can finally keep an eye open for any Decepticons trying to sneak attack him from the sides. His shoulders have an additional joint allowing them to hinge up and down and rotate like they used to on the original. The elbows appear to have had proper ratchet joints added, and the forearm still rotates at the elbow joint. The hands that once detached are now permanently attached to Prime's arms but now feature articulation. Moving down, Optimus Prime actually has an ab crunch, complete with back detailing, rather than exposing empty space when an ab crunch is engaged. This ab crunch allows you to get Prime into some incredible poses, or even recreate that infamous Gundam crotch thrust pose if that's your thing. Optimus Prime's thighs no longer simply move from front to back as part of the transformation. They now move front to back in a straight line on a friction joint rather than a ratchet, meaning you can use this motion in posing. The thighs also move from side to side, with Prime's front wheels hinging up towards his chest if you need them out of the way. The tops of Optimus Prime's thighs even have a swivel joint now, giving you an extra level of articulation. You might not have thought that Takara could do much to improve the knees of the G1 Optimus Prime, but they have. They've upgraded the old friction joint to a proper ratchet joint, and the old 90-degree range of motion is now close to 130 degrees. As with the original G1 release, Optimus Prime's toes still fold forward and back as part of the transformation, but as has become standard in all good modern Transformers, the toes cover the gold standard and give Missing Link ankle tilt. Number 2. He has blue eyes. If you watched my video on MP44S Masterpiece Optimus Prime, you'll know that I prefer my Primes to have blue eyes, so it won't take you long to figure out why I chose the C2 version of Missing Link over the C1 version. Having a G1 toy Optimus Prime with blue eyes has been a want of mine since I was old enough to realise that the original release had yellow eyes, which is probably far older than I care to admit. Yeah, 80s cartoons probably ruined my attention span. But seriously, this alone is a big win for me. I also like that this release gives Prime a grey nose rather than the original blue nose. The blue eyes and grey nose are such small details on this figure, but I'm super pleased that they released 2 versions of Missing Link, the toy and animated versions, so I could have the Optimus Prime I always wanted. Number 3. He comes with the accessories you would expect to find included with a modern Optimus Prime release. Alongside his iconic Ion Blaster, Missing Link Optimus Prime now includes a Matrix, which you can store in a Matrix chamber in his chest, where many old school G1 fans will remember storing his fists, and those extra fancy Diaclone fans will know the Dionaut sits. He also comes with his Energon axe, so if you have a G1 Megatron to hand, you're one step closer to your childhood recreation of the Sherman Dam scene from the Sunbow cartoon episode More Than Meets the Eye Part 2. Number 4. The packaging is full of retro charm. While it's not the most environmentally friendly, having this figure arrive in styrofoam is a nice touch that harkens back to the original release. The outer packaging also heavily leans into the retro appeal, with the classic grid pattern, the Japanese Fight Super Robot Lifeform Transformers logo, and a depiction of G1 Optimus Prime, but now posed in a way that reflects his added articulation. The top features those old school 4-part transformation illustrations, and the back has the classic 1984 David Schleinkoffer space battle art alongside Optimus Prime specs, which you can read with the included decoder in the box. Number 5. Even with all the added articulation that comes with Missing Link Optimus Prime, the heart of his classic transformation remains. There's something special about the simplicity of G1 Optimus Prime's transformation, and there's a reason that this transformation has been the basis for the transformation of so many Optimus Prime toys over the years. It's simple, but it works. Switching the figure from a robot to a truck is satisfying. There's very little to get wrong. There are no fiddly parts. For people like me who grew up on this toy, the transformation is dripping in nostalgia. Transformers fans who grew up with later versions of Transformers, whether you got introduced through the Michael Bay movies, Armada, Pryme, animated or anything else, you might find this transformation a bit basic, but try to appreciate how influential this design was on everything that was to come over the next 40 years. This is such a great way to celebrate Transformers' 40th anniversary if you're a G1 fan. Whether you want to upgrade your current G1 Optimus Prime or if this is your first time owning one, this is a must-have for G1 Transformers fans. This is Primus84 and you've been watching Primus's Prime Opinions. Thanks for watching, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with me and if there's anything you want me to cover next.